guys, this is a little bit of a weird one. As most of you know, when I set up the No Limits podcast, the whole point of it was to randomly record my thoughts and feelings wherever I was, whatever it was I was doing, just because I wanted to share them with people. I've really wanted to try journaling for a long time, but going from a righty to a lefty, I find writing stuff extensively quite difficult, so I thought I'd do it through the medium of audio. Now, the beauty of doing it this way and podcasting this way rather than journaling and writing stuff down is that I can do it literally anywhere that I want and anywhere I am. And right now I'm stuck on the A3 in a place called Liphook, going from Portsmouth to London for the Royal Marines Christmas Carol concert. And while I was stuck in traffic, stationary traffic I might add, I put out a post on Instagram talking about 2019 and goal setting, and I started having to think about what it was that I wanted to achieve next year in 2019. I've been thinking about this for probably the last 3 months. Now, next Sunday, I'm not sure when this is going to go out, but Sunday the 17th of December is the day that I've got scheduled into my diary to sit down in my office on my own at home and start mapping out 2019, which is when I usually will sit there and I'll start the goal setting process. Now, a very quick overview of how I do that is I will just pick some subheadings: family, fitness, finances, career, health, fun, whatever it is I want to do, whatever's important to me, I'll pick a subheading, and then I will, underneath that subheading, just go crazy and scribble down a whole bunch of crazy goals which just naturally flow into my head. Normally I'll spend about a minute on each one and just spill out everything that's in my head onto paper. Then I'll refine it. It takes a little bit of time, cut out the things that I think are unrealistic, things that don't really take me to where I want to be and serve my purpose or my vision. And then eventually, after a day, maybe two, I'll have a definitive list of goals for the following year. Now, what I've decided to do this year is go through that process, but change it slightly. And what I mean by change it slightly is just set less goals. All right, and let me explain to you why it is I want to do that. I have literally busted my ass solid for 10 years. This Christmas Eve in a couple of weeks is my 11-year anniversary of being injured. But I literally, straight out the gate, started goal setting through my rehab. And, I found it really useful. And then I did it every single year up to this point. And if you guys have followed my social media, you guys know that, I went nuts. I set loads and I worked relentlessly every day towards achieving those goals and taking me, I thought it was going to take me to, where it was that I wanted to be. And it did. It was great. And I experienced a lot of personal growth. I got to meet a lot of cool people. Hopefully I got to help some people along the way. It's been really, really powerful, but it's also been quite stressful over the 10 years, and it's been quite overwhelming, and it's been hard work. I've got all the other issues to deal with, my prosthetics, travel. I've got 3 children, I've got a wife. I like to do the school run still and try and spend time with them, and it's involved a lot of weekends away, late nights, early mornings, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not complaining. I'm grateful for the entire journey, and I thrive on it. I love getting up early, I love getting cracking, doing my work, staying fit, all that kind of stuff. But something this year has kind of told me, my instinct, I think, has kind of told me you need to take your foot off the gas, Mark. Not because you're going to burn out, but I think sometimes when you go full ham and you're just going at 110 mile an hour, you kind of lose focus a little bit. And you might drift off track, you end up chasing the wrong things, and sometimes I think you can work too hard. And my whole thing in 2019 is to work smarter, not harder. I want to niche down, I want to focus in on where it is I want to go and what it is I want to do. These last 10 years I've been doing everything, and I've been taking every opportunity that comes my way, some of the most random things that you could ever imagine, because I thought, my thought process was, well, you never know what's going to come from it. You do this, you go there, you meet that person, you never know what's going to come off the back of it. And 1 or 2 times, it's been great, and it's been positive, and really cool things have come off the back of it that have helped me go down the path that I want to go down. But a lot of the time it hasn't, and a lot of the time I've driven all over the place. Things have cost me money, I've spent time away from my family, and it hasn't really served me that well. So this year what I want to do is stop that, and I want to focus in on me, personal development, self-development, and just becoming a better me. Because my ultimate vision for my life, is to become what I like to call the ultimate version of myself. The best dad I can be, the best husband I can be, the best, as weird as this sounds, the best amputee that I could be, the best friend I could be. If I mentor, the best mentor I could be, the best athlete I can be. Everything in my life, that is part of my life, I want to be the best at it. For me, I want to improve as myself constantly as I'm going through my life. And sometimes I miss those opportunities to work on myself because I'm too busy working. So I have really kind of, in these last couple of months, rekindled my passion for reading, for learning, for attending courses, for taking me time. I've got quite into meditation, which I think is great. The whole physical thing, training as an athlete, and then the mental thing of meditating off the back of it. And I really want to do more of it. I want to read more books, listen to more audios, meditate more. I want to train more, but not necessarily competitively, just for health and just for fitness. I want to do all those things. So, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to slow things down. I am going to leave gaps in my diary. I'm not just going to fill my diary for the sake of it, in the hope that something great is going to come off the back of whatever it is I'm doing. I'm going to leave those gaps. I'm going to enjoy more time with my family. I'm going to try and do more school runs. I'm going to try and get to more activities with the family, spend more weekends with them. I want to read more books. I want to listen to more podcasts. I want to go on more courses. I'm going to train more. I'm going to take more interest in my health and my fitness and my diet. And then all those gaps that are going to be in the diary, rather than senselessly feel the need to fill them, what I strongly believe is going to happen is that, as airy-fairy as it sounds, the universe will conspire and see that I've got that gap and that spare time, and then things will start falling into place for me. These last 10, nearly 11 years will all culminate and take me to where it is that I really want to be. I just want to enjoy myself a bit more. Right now, like I said, I'm stuck in a traffic jam. It's just started moving. I'm in a place called Liphook on the A3, rushing from Portsmouth to London. Tomorrow I'm rushing from London to Exmouth to be with the recruits. Then I'm rushing from Exmouth back home to Plymouth for the weekend. And then, a whole week of work solid next week. So, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Sometimes, as great as the goal setting is, as much as I advocate it, as much as I promote it and push it and tell people to always set goals in their life, sometimes I think if you're like me, you get a bit obsessed with it and it can take over. Sometimes it is nice to take your foot off the gas, to sit back, chill, relax, as the kids say, chillax, and just enjoy the process, not just the destination. What's that saying? Take some time to smell the roses or some shit like that. I don't know, but I just feel, when I talk about this and I think about this, I feel at peace and I feel happy and I feel calm and it feels right, and so that's why I'm going to do it. So guys, this traffic is just about to start moving again, so I'm going to call this to an end. And as I do, I just want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a fantastic New Year. This whole podcast wasn't about not setting goals. Please go out, sit down, set them and go smash them. But just know how to balance it. Know how to balance goal setting with living. Guys, that is me done. I'm off to London now. I apologise if anyone's in London and they hear me singing. But for now, Mark out.